Hey subbies! Hey everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I am showing you guys my stretching routine that I would do as a dancer and a cheerleader. I used to take private lessons to improve my flexibility because as a flyer I was practically expected to do the splits in the air. So with that said guys, I recommend doing this routine at least 5 to 7 days a week so you will significantly improve your flexibility as well as get those splits that everybody wants. With that said guys, I did include a link in the description box below that will kind of run through some benefits of stretching, and I hope it encourages you guys to upkeep the stretching routine because it's so vital for people who work out consistently and also maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So with that said guys, please subscribe to my channel for workouts with me as well as fitness tips and motivation. And with that said guys, let's start off in straddle formation. Also guys, if you are a beginner, I would recommend using a pillow because it will help you with getting your form correct and also easing into these splits. To start, open both legs up into a straddle and lift your hands to the sky and then rotate your upper body to the right side, keeping your chin parallel with your arms as you go down. It's important to refrain from tucking your chin to your neck. Instead, strive to touch your knee with your chin. Also, flatten your back and point your toes to feel the stretch. We will hold this for 30 seconds. As we go through the routine, try to push yourself to where you are uncomfortable, but use your discretion not to overdo it because we want to avoid pulling a muscle at all costs. As you come up with your hands above your head, turn your upper body to the left and go down to stretch the left leg. If you find yourself struggling with these stretches, know that I was as stiff as a board when I first started working on my flexibility. In elementary school, I wanted the splits so bad that I would stretch every day after school. Flexibility takes patience and time. So I don't want y'all to feel discouraged. I promise you will see huge improvements after 7 days. As you guys come up, take a deep breath in and then out as you slowly go down to the middle. Remember to keep your back flat and chin to the floor. Slowly walk yourself up so we can finish the last 2 stretches in straddle formation. Next, we want to lift our left arm above our heads as we reach down to the right leg. You should feel a stretch in your side of your stomach and back. Let's hold this for 30 seconds. Now let's switch sides with your right arm above your head and reach it to the left side. As you come up, bring your legs together in pike position, then we will start with your right leg and runner's lunge. This stretch is great for your left hip flexor as well as your right hamstring. The more you push your hips to the floor, the more you should feel the stretch in both areas. If you want to further the stretch in your hip flexor, arch your back and tilt your head to the back of your left leg. Or you can just keep your hands on your knee as you put your weight in your left leg. Now we want to open our right leg and the sole of our foot with both hands in front on the ground. If you want to get more uncomfortable and flexible, bring your forearms and elbows to the floor. This is pretty advanced, so if you want to stay in the original position, that's okay. As you come up, we are moving on to a half split to stretch the hamstrings really well by pushing our hips back and straightening out your right leg with a pointed toe. As you reach both hands to your foot, bring your chest to your knee. Now, let's flex our foot for a deeper stretch in our right leg. For the final stretch before the right split, bend your right leg, then reach back to pull your left calf and hamstring together. This stretch is great for preparing your left hip flexor for the splits. Finally, let's grab our pillows to aid us in building our flexibility in the splits. Of course, you do not have to use it. As you put the pillow underneath you, slide back on your left leg, making sure you are sitting on top of your back leg and putting your weight in your left leg. This is very important for the form of your splits. Then, you can straighten out your left leg and arch your back to increase your flexibility in your left hip flexor. Now, let's stretch the right leg by bringing our chest to knee. Your back leg should still be underneath you. A common mistake is to open up your hips, but you want to make sure you keep them parallel with your leg. As we move on to the next stretch, come up from the splits very slowly and let's get started on the left side in our runner's lunge. This time we are stretching our left hamstring as well as our right hip flexor. If you want to further the stretch in your hip flexor, arch your back and tilt your head to the back of your right leg. Or you can just stay in the original position. Now let's open up our left leg and the sole of our foot with both hands in front on the ground. Remember, if you want an advanced stretch, bring your forearms and elbows to the floor. Let's move on to a half split to stretch the hamstrings really well by pushing our hips back and straightening out your left leg. As you reach both hands to your foot, bring your chest to your knee. Let's now flex our foot for a deeper stretch in our left leg. Moving on, bend your left leg, then reach back to pull your right calf and hamstring together. This stretch is great for preparing your right hip flexor for the splits. Okay guys, let's grab our pillows again to ease into the splits. As you put the pillow underneath you, slide back on your right leg, making sure you are sitting on top of it, keeping your hips in line with your legs. Then, straighten out your front leg and arch your back to increase your flexibility in the right hip flexor. And finally, to stretch the left leg, bring your chest to knee. Remember, your back leg should still be underneath you. I'm taking the pillow out from underneath me to get a deeper stretch, but you guys still hold your splits. We're almost finished. Slowly come up or out of your splits. I hope this helped your body to a deeper stretch, and you should expect to have a little soreness the next day. Be sure to repeat this video over the next 7 days to see through your goal to the splits. Also, I'd love for you guys to be a part of my Insta fam by following me at Exercise with Ashley. And with that said, as you guys get the splits, please take a picture and tag me on Instagram. I look forward to seeing you guys' accomplishment.